Did you do the titles in print? Or did you do them in cursive? Sorry,
I just did them in nice cursive. Okay. But you do whatever you want. Whatever one you think looks better. Also, I did my actual verses in cursive because it was a little quicker. Yeah. But you do whatever's faster for you. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So today we're gonna be working on Rondo. Alla Turca? No. We're gonna be playing Rondo. Let me make sure I have it. I should have made sure I had it before. Because if I don't have it now, I'm gonna be like really disappointed in myself. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Not too bad, not too shabby. My goodness, my tonguing is not prestigious today. Hey, the guy 475, thanks for tuning in for however long. My tonguing is horrible today, but we'll figure it out. Can you play Russian E? Ha! Well, with the way my tonguing is going right now, probably not. I don't even know if I know Russian E. I know the tune a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know the tune to that one that well. I actually don't know the song that well. Play Among Us? Bro, what? You sound so... I play the saxophone. Saxophone! I love the saxophone. Honestly, I feel like I play a little bit more like a saxophone than I do for clarinet. Because I absolutely love vibrato. And people tell me, like, you're not supposed to use vibrato with the clarinet. I don't care what you're supposed to or supposed to not do. I love playing clarinet, and I love the vibrato on the clarinets, honestly. Awesome. So I don't know what people are talking about. Honestly, it sounds fine when you add clarinet, but anyways. I mean, vibrato. Whatever. That's just what they say. Oh my goodness. Okay, apparently I can't read today. No, I absolutely am not. Okay, let's try it again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys. I'm doing horrible right now. I have a dirty shirt on. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. But I'm a clarinet, so here we go. It is what it is. So I've seen better days. Also, I was just practicing like for an hour and a half before even starting the live. So I'm really tired. But anyways. Oh, we did a little bit better, but we can still do better. Let's try it again. A, B flat. Guys, that's not even that hard, but I can't even do it today. Okay. Whew, let's try it again. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. Today I'm just trash. Today I'm just trash. We'll try it again. Hold up, let me check something real fast. Ooh, I didn't even look at this. Hopefully there's nobody here. And it looks like there's nobody here. We'll put a crying face to let people know we missed them. Wait a minute. They're not there, then they can't see this. It's alright, it happens. Huh? Okay, guys. This just scared me, but whatever. Surprised they didn't say anything. Okay, alright. Okay, let's try that again. Guys, today is not my day. This isn't looking too good, guys. This is not looking good. Let's try that again. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Let's do it again. Why? Guys, okay. Try it again. One more time. That was okay. That was okay. We'll try again. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. Take it slow and steady. We'll actually practice this time. mouth is dying. So is my hand, but is what it is. Here's what it is. Okay, all right. Thanks, Chloe. However you say that other name, Ari. Sorry, probably really butchering your name. I apologize, but I can pronounce Chloe. Ari. Oh, anyways, okay. Forget it. Forget I said anything. Okay. Okay, all right. Oh, I butchered that. We'll try it again. We'll try it again. Oh, it gets so close. Oh, okay. Wow. What's this? Practicing instead of Halo? That's fair. That's honestly really fair. Okay. Wow. Wow, like, wow, that was bad, or wow, that was like, okay. Because that was, honestly, I was butchering that. Oh, wow, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. It would sound much better if I could actually, like, do it right, but that's why we practice, right? I'm a little tired. I've already been practicing for like an hour and a half. So I'm like really tired right now. That wasn't on the live. I didn't turn on the live an hour and a half, but I was already practicing for an hour and a half, so I'm really tired. But hey, I'm here with the dirty shirt on, so we'll be fine. Okay. Me also everyday practicing. That's fair. He's convincing himself. I am very much so convincing myself. I'm like trying to convince myself to keep going as well, because I'm honestly really tired. Hour and a half. Yikes! My mouth would be. My mouth is done. It is so done. But like, gotta go for those subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Anything on the grind, you know. I'm on the grind. We got so close. Oh, we got close that time. We got close, but still not quite right. So, let's do it again. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just slow it down. Let me slow it down and practice it right. Like I know I'm just trying to play it, but like I need to practice it right because technically we're practicing, we're not performing. So, okay, let me slow it down and play everything right. Yes, Micah, I am back. It's been a minute, but I'm still alive. Oh. Where are you from? I am from America. I'm from America. Are you back in Tennessee now? No, I'm still in Indiana. Unfortunately, I would love to be back in Tennessee because there's some things I got to do, but still in Indiana. No, my uncle graduates from the Space Force in about a week. Oh, well, at least we have his party in a week. So I'm still going to be in Indiana for the party, which is in a week. So I'm going to be here for another week. So I don't get to Tennessee for another. But I did get a car, so that's good. I have another car now, so I don't have to worry about that. I haven't looked at it yet, but I bought it. So we'll see what happens. I am from Bangladesh. Whoa, that sounds like a very, very far away place. Actually sounds really cool. If it's, what's the car? Oh yeah, that's good. I think it's a Honda Civic. I think it's 2009, so it's kind of old, but hey, I don't have unlimited cash, unfortunately. It's 2009 Honda Civic 4D sedan. It's got almost 168,000 miles on it, so it's not too bad. Well, it's actually really good. And I didn't get it for too much, so it's reasonable. So I'm really happy about it. I do need to get the front brakes replaced, which is really unfortunate because it's going to cost me like $400. I think he said $475. So basically $500, and I'm like, oh, why $500? Like, I just bought the car, and I did spend $500 on it, but whatever. Hey, Honda Civics for the win, king of reliability. That's fair. You're excited to leave your family? No, I'm not excited to leave my family. I'm excited for other things. I'm excited for the opportunities and opportunities and privileges that I'll have when I'm away from my family. Not that my family's bad or anything like that. No, I love my family. In fact, I wanted to stay in California. I tried to stay in California, but the company wouldn't let me. But no, I'm excited for this. I feel like moving to Tennessee is just a stepping stone for what is ahead. So it's not permanent. It's just like a stepping stone, at least from my perspective. I see it as a stepping stone to the next destination, which I have a couple of different things in mind, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's definitely just a stepping stone. So I'm excited for the end goal, not necessarily this next step. But can you please give a shout out to absolutely, I don't know who you are, so unfortunately I can't. But if you subscribe and you hang out in the next couple lives, maybe I will. Come on now, that's a terrible way. That's a terrible thing to say. I actually don't really ask for subscribers because I literally don't care. Well, I care a little bit, but I don't ever ask for subscribers, so we'll see what happens. Also, let's see. Okay, all right, let's go back. Let's see if I have. Do we have God is so good in here? God is so good. We do. Oh no, we don't. Bro, what? We have the piano part, but we don't have God is so good. We don't have the piano, guys. We don't have the piano part. That is really upsetting because that would have been so good. Wait, I might have it in here. Oh wait, I didn't name it because I'm an idiot. Okay, let's see. Do we have it? Unfortunately, we do not. I don't know if I search for music on my phone, I'm not sure if it'll end the live, so I won't do that. So sorry guys, we're stuck with oh wait, no, I do have it. It's right here. I'm dumb. Okay, it's actually right here, so let's do it. This goes from super easy to super hard, so cross your fingers I can do it. There's a good chance I won't be able to. Already failed. Guys, this couldn't be any easier. It's literally just a triplet. Okay, now it gets a little bit harder. Sorry, I can't do it. let me pause for just a second. Let me just pause for just a second, and let me show you what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing right now, and all these triplets, it's kind of hard. I'm sight reading, so like, unfortunately, I'm not super good. So like, I'm sight reading all these triplets at the same time. It's kind of a challenge, slightly. So forgive me for absolutely stinking it up over here, but it is what it is. Now, if you do hear these weird like noise, don't be alarmed. Well, you can be alarmed. That's basically what they call what's called. I have a weak palate, and what that means is that if I practice for long periods of time on the clarinet, then the air that's supposed to be going to my mouth goes to my nose instead, because the palate, which is the roof of your mouth, I think, is weak, and it begins to let air, instead of to your mouth, up into your nose. So like you're trying to blow through your instrument, but then it like starts coming out your nose, and it sounds really disgusting. So I apologize if you start hearing weird noises. That's just that it's because I'm just weak, basically. But anyways, let's try it again. We'll skip that part. Well, because that part. Anyways. I apologize, that was really awful, but I'm gonna keep going. Rachel. Now for the fun part. I don't know if I could do this anymore. I love this part. Wow, I'm actually surprised I did that, because that took like 17 hours of practice just by itself. Actually, let's do it again. Let's do it again because it was so gorgeous, and I say gorgeous, but like knowing my level of playing, I actually got through it, which is in and of itself a major accomplishment. So let's go ahead and do it again so we can butcher it, so I can remember how much I'm actually trash. Let's try again. Wow, I did it okay 2 times in a row. That's actually really surprising, because that part is so hard. Alright, let's do it again. The next part's like impossible though. I say impossible, but impossible for me. trash, but whatever. Oops, I did that part right. What? How's this part? Okay, hold on. I have to. This part's really weird because it's not written properly, so I have to fix it. Anyways, let's do it. That's the way it's written, but the way it actually is supposed to be is just one long run from the bottom to the top. Instead of doing it one octave twice, it's supposed to be 2 octaves. So instead of, it's supposed to be. And then for what was the grand finale. I hope you guys didn't hear that because that's actually disgusting. But that was it coming out of my nose. If you did hear that, if you hear that like crunching sound. So sorry you guys had to hear that because that's actually disgusting. But let's just pretend you guys didn't hear that. But I like the ending. It's honestly kind of, the whole song kind of really doesn't make sense without a piano player. So shout out to any of you piano players. Let me know if you want to play the piano part so I can have something to play along to. I have the sheet music. I just don't have anyone to play it. So, hey, hit me up. Let me know if you want to play the piano part. I will totally let you. You should see if Overmiller would do it for you. Ha! I doubt she would do it for me, honestly. But, hey, it's worth a shot. How good is she at piano? Because it's not super hard. I mean, some easy runs here and there. I mean, it's not runs, arpeggios. Honestly, not that hard. You got some block chords, but it's just got it so good, so it's like, Dun 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 dun. So it's honestly not that hard. I don't think there's anything really hard for the piano. I mean, you got like, I mean but that's honestly not that hard. Like, I mean, if you know piano at all whatsoever. I mean, some of this stuff will be a little tricky, I guess, if you're not good at like independent hand playing, basically, where your right hand and your left hand are kind of contradicting each other. That's what makes Bach pieces so difficult, is his independent hands just doing whatever they want. What piece is it? This is a piece, it's a hymn called God Is So Good, but it's arranged to be more for like competition and performance style. It's supposed to be more showy, but I don't have a piano player, and I'm not good, so I can't do it myself. Although this one I might be able to do by myself, but it's not nearly as fun when you do it when someone else does it for you. Oh wait, what? I mean, that didn't make any sense at all. Also, I have this one. This one's a little more familiar. When You Wish Upon a Star. It's got like a super ugly key for clarinet. I mean, it's not a super ugly key for clarinet. It's honestly not that bad. But I would love to play this with somebody. Oh my. It's a really fun piece. It's kind of jazzy. Sorry, I'm flipping the page. It's kind of jazzy, so it sounds really nice. I say jazzy. It was more like swing. It's got a swing to it, is what I mean. If I can play it. But anyways, that one is really fun. It's kind of hard, and there's this really stupid part in the middle where I'm like, okay, stop. That no one is ever supposed to be doing on the clarinet. But anyways, it's like let's see, what part is it? It's like yeah, forget it. I'm not even trying to try it. But it's like it's really cool. But like, honestly, who can do that? The sheet music is a little bit ugly, so it's kind of hard to read because I think someone didn't know how to notate it. Like, that's, what are we doing here? There's stuff like that, so it's legible, but it's a little weird. It's like someone put it in a MIDI, basically. But hey, gotta do what you can. Work with what you have, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Did I finish Rondo alla Turca? Did I finish? I don't think I did, actually. Sorry. I kind of lost control again. Let me try it again. Oh, goodness gracious. Honestly, I haven't done that one in a while. So that's probably why it sounds so terrible, but hey, is what it is. Let's see, I'm honestly just playing around at this point. Hey, what about Ave Maria? Oh, actually, I should have Ave Maria. The piano part, I mean, it's gonna be electronic, but hey, again, you gotta work with what you got. Oh, we got the Holly and the Aurora Lee. Let's do it. Let's do this one. Let's see. Let me turn off the piano. There we go. Let me turn the piano up. Okay, so let me know if you guys hear that. This is one of my students play this. It's really simple, but. Sorry, it's coming out my nose. I apologize, guys. Let me know if you can hear that, because I bet that's absolutely disgusting to listen to. Let me know if you can hear that, like, crunching noise. Please say you can't, because I'll be super embarrassed if you can hear that on the live. Oh, that's really disgusting. I'm sorry, guys. One piece, like, oh, there we go. Ave Maria. Here we go. Let's see, can I do this one? Let's find out. Ah, man. Nobody's telling me if they can hear that little, like, crunching noise in the chat. If you guys can hear that, let me know, please, because I'm really getting bugged by it. I really hope you guys can't hear that, because it's really gross. So somebody please step up and let me know if you can hear that. Hear the little crunching. Just say yes or no or something. I don't know. Can you play that thing that Squidward plays? Gotta go. Okay, let's see. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Hey, Animal Crossing was a great game. I'm not gonna lie, not a big fan of New Horizons. I'm a New Leaf type of guy, so I loved Animal Crossing New Leaf, but I did not really like New Horizons that much. They took out so many core features that were amazing in New Leaf, and they just completely threw them out the window. For once, the island, come on, you could not get any better than going to the island and talking to random people, and then hanging out with them like till like 4 a.m. in the morning. Like you couldn't get any better than that. It was, oh man, those days are long gone, but oh man, how I miss them. Ugh. Guys, that was pure sight reading, so I'm actually not too bad. I'm not too mad with that one. Phrase articulation is missing a bit. Yes, I understand. My mouth is like dying, and I am so tired. So I apologize. The articulation is pretty bad. I apologize. Do people still play this? No, they don't. I hope they don't, because that game was really not that great. Not that great. I liked New Leaf way better. Way better. A whole new world piano and clarinet solo? Okay. Why not? I mean, that's kind of weird, but hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Guys, we're actually doing it. We're actually doing it. Let's go. tried to circular breathe, but it's been a minute since I have done that, so I couldn't pull it off. I tried to pull up a circular breathing in there. That's why that sounded so awful. But I forgot, like, I'm, like, dumb and I forgot how to do it. So that piano accompaniment sounds exactly like the version I have. You have a version of this song? Wait, what song? Wait. That was too many songs ago. I'm assuming you're talking about Whole New World, but it may be Ave Maria. Oh, that's right. Ave Maria because, Ave Maria because, that's what you said the hymn put it together. So anyways, yeah, it was probably Ave Maria that you're talking about. See, you have to read the comment and you have to go in your mind's eye and go, what was the context of when they said that? See, that's how you do it live. You have to go back to the context and go, yes. And you have to put two and two together. Otherwise, people's statements, no, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, anyways. Either way, no, Whole New World, that's fair. That's actually fair. It's a nice little arrangement. Obviously, half that stuff's not in there. I just threw it in there because I'm bored. So that was more, what do you call that? Improv. It was mostly improv. This one's honestly not that good. Your context is good, except the fact you're wrong. That's fair, but hey, at least I try to put the context in. You're just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And you're like, you don't even think about it. But like, Eddie's, I'm like, if you would think about it. This was so funny. I text in the chat, I'm like, oh, this is so funny. And then you guys don't look for like 6 minutes. And then you guys are like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, anyways. Hey, we have Beauty and the Beast. We have Beauty and the Beast here. I don't know why I'm just all of a sudden playing I'm playing Disney songs. But hey. I don't know. I got nothing. F sharp. That's honestly where it ends because they're trash and they didn't finish it, so it is what it is. Do 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 do. I don't even know why I'm playing that song, but it is what it is. Oh, The Holly and the Ivy. This is honestly a really, really good song, and I really like this song. If you've never heard The Holly and the Ivy, it's a Christmas song. You probably heard it. You probably just didn't know that's what it's called, but it's a beautiful song. Sorry, guys. How come nobody has told me in the chat? Guys, I'm asking, like, please. If you can hear that noise, let me know. If you can't hear that noise, let me know that you can't hear that. My sisters' names are Holly and Heidi, so I'd say this song is perfect for them. And it is really beautiful. That is so funny. Holly and Heidi. How come they both start with H, but then yours starts with C? Interesting. There's family history there. They are... Okay, that's fair. I should have assumed that. I'm dumb. That makes a lot of sense. That makes too much sense. Yeah, I can't believe that didn't even cross my mind. I can't believe that. I feel kind of dumb for not having thought that. That is so wild. That actually makes a lot of sense. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Also, yes, you can hear that noise a little. Don't worry though, I get the same issue. You actually do have okay, that's funny. You're the third person that I have ever met with that issue. So I have it, my brother Alex has it, and you would be the third person. Besides that, I've never known anyone else who has that same issue. I've looked at the only reason I know it exists because I talked to my clarinet teacher when I had one. She didn't play clarinet, she played flute. But I was talking to her about it. She's like that's interesting. Not like the breathing issue, but my mouth gets so tight. Oh, well, then I mean my mouth gets tight. I mean my mouth, like you mean like your lips cramp up and you can't hold a seal, where like you start spitting out the side like. Then yes, I know what you're talking about. I was talking about something else. I was talking about where basically the air in your mouth instead of going to your tongue to your mouth, it goes to your nose, and so like your thing starts to flap and it creates this really ugly and disgusting noise. That's really gross. But anyways, also thank you for answering. But yeah, no. The seal one, I feel like everyone kind of gets the seal one. If they practice for too long, their mouth starts to cramp and like you start spitting air out the side, like at least that's what happens to me when I play for like 4 hours, or I play Carnival of Venice. If I try to play Carnival of Venice, then that happens too. Do I have Carnival of Venice? Yes, I have Carnival of Venice. Oh, this is the wrong Carnival. When I try to play the trumpet version of Carnival of Venice, the so yeah, that when I try to play that song, it's for trumpet. So when I try to play it, it happens really quick. Oh, that is interesting. Yes, you definitely struggle with my... Yes, you definitely struggle with my seal. I think you meant I, but... I mean, I struggle. Ah, yes, I see. I struggle with my seal, yes. Yeah, the seal is like... Like you can... And yes, yeah. So that does happen to me, but only if I practice for like an excessive amount of time. What brand is your instrument? Are you using hard reeds? I use a Buffett Crampon R13, and I use Van Doren V12 reeds, so they're naturally a little bit hard. Well, the Van Dorens are a little bit harder than normal reeds. I say normal reeds being reeds like Celestio, or however you say that, or Rico, some of these other like super babyish reeds. Van Dorens are a little bit harder naturally, so like I feel like the 3 is compared to like a 4 or 5 Rico sometimes, because the Ricos were so soft when I tried to switch over to... I was on like a 3 or something like that, Rico. When I tried to switch over to a Van Doren 3, it was just it was like really hard. So I got used to it because I wanted a harder reed, because I wanted to be able to but that was really hard. But I kept squeaking with the softer reeds. So I gotta get used to that. But then someone suggested that I switch to the V12s instead of the normal Van Dorens, and those are a little bit softer, I feel like, than the normal Van Dorens, and they are beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love the V12 so much. But that's literally me right now. You wanted to switching from the Ricos to the Van Dorens, it's hard. It takes a while to get used to the Van Dorens, but don't ever go back. Van Doren is so much better than the Rico. Way better. Nice. Van Dorens are great. Yes. Van Dorens are way better than the Rico. Do not go back to Rico. I know it's expensive, but I say expensive, it's not bad. But Van Doren is way better than Rico. Don't switch back. Ever. If you ever think about switching back because of the price, I will buy you your Van Dorens because they are so much better. Anyways, can we play Carnival of Venice? Yes. Sorry. Sometimes I use Van Doren 2.5 though because I couldn't play for super long periods of time with the 3. Yeah, the 3 is really hard and takes a lot of getting used to. And by a lot, I mean like forever. Honestly, it took me like probably like 6 months to really get used to the Van Doren 3s. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Now, granted, I'm no professional, so it probably could take other people like a much shorter amount of time. Are you still using 3s? Yes. I still use Van Doren 3s to this day. I use V12s though. So they have the Van Doren, then they have the Van Doren V12, which is a different reed. The Van Doren Blue Box is their standard Van Doren reeds, and they're great. Their Van Doren V12s are more expensive. You go from Rico, like the bottom is like maybe like $20 or something, $25 for a pack of 12. Then you go to Van Dorn, which is like $32 for a pack of 10. Sorry, I said 12, but 10 is what I meant for Rico. So you get like 25 or so like bucks for Rico, 10 bucks for whatever. Van Doren, you get up to, with the blue box, it's like $32 or something like that for 10 bucks, for a 10 pack. Then you got the Van Doren V12s, which is like, which is $40 for 10 reeds. So what is that? 10 divided by 40. So what is that? Basically $5 a piece, $4 a piece, something like that. It's like $4 for one reed. So it's kind of expensive, but it's super worth it because the V12s are just, they sound way better. And they give me a little bit more flexibility. Plus they give me the tone, the tone that I kind of, it gets me closer to the tone that I want. Now I don't have the mouthpiece I want. I want the B40 lyre. I have the B40, so the lyre's a little different. But hey, one step at a time. But yes, to answer your question, I am still using 3s. I don't think I'll go much harder than 3. I think I'm going to stick with 3 for a while because, also, do you think how you store your reeds makes, absolutely, because I know some people get those humidity cases. How you store your reed is absolutely essential to the lifespan of your reed and how it plays. So the first time you play your reed is going to be so much different than the rest of the times you play your reed, at least for me. When I play a reed, there's so many, okay, this is going to sound super weird, but I've been playing since 2019 and nobody taught me anything. So I had to figure out all this stuff by myself. So experimentation is how I figured things out. So I did so many different experiments because nobody would help me, because nobody could. I didn't have a teacher. So if anyone else on YouTube is going to probably be really upset at me for saying some of this stuff, but whatever, I don't even care. You should have helped me. Anyways, for those people, I mean. Well, what I found out was if I take my reed out and I immediately like suck on it really hard, there's like little bubbles that come out of the reed. And like you kind of suck on it really hard for that. That's fair. If you suck on it really hard, it gets this weird, you get a much different, harder, not harder, you get a much airier sound when you do that. So, and I always sucked on my reeds, like they were some sort of like lollipop or something, like sucked on them. That's really weird. But that's what I did because I wanted to get the inside moist. Well, turns out that's not a great idea. It works sometimes, but it also doesn't work most of the time. And so I also found you could play your uncle. Yeah, whatever. I also found that when you play your clarinet for maybe, so you get a brand new reed, you put it in your mouth, you soak it for like 5 minutes, maybe suck on it just a teeny, like a little, just a little bit, just not too much. Then you put it on your instrument, you play for about 30 minutes or so, you leave it on your clarinet. You put your clarinet on a stand, if you have a stand, if you don't, oh well. You put it, you leave it on your clarinet, like just like this. You don't take it off. You leave it for about an hour, and you come back to it, and you play it again, or well, you take it off, you moist it, and you play it again. You will get a completely different sound, a sound that is easy to control, and very thin, very light. It doesn't have a lot of that dark tone anymore. But it does, it's easy to play, and it is a super bright sound, like incredibly bright. In fact, I may actually have some of those kind of clarinets. That's what I did for the longest time, because I didn't really care about the dark tone. I just wanted something that was easier to play. And when I did that, when I left it out for like an hour and I came back and I played it, the sound was so bright and the reed was like so easy to play that it was just like, whoa, this is incredible, this is awesome. It's like, this is what it sounds like right now. Let me see if I can get one of these other bright bright ones. I think this one's actually, this one might be a dark one. I don't remember. I have like several reeds. I heard you're supposed to break it in playing with only a new reed a little time. I don't usually do that though. Okay, so this one, I don't know if this one's, I think this one's darker, but we'll see. Yeah, this is a darker reed. So you can hear a lot more air probably. So that one's a little more dark. I don't like those kind of reeds, especially all the air that comes out. That's what happens when you suck on it. It's like when you really suck on it. That's what happens. So you get that like airy kind of sound. It sounds a little weird. And then you have this one. One of these should be pretty bright, if I remember correctly. We'll see what happens. I heard you're supposed to break it in only playing with a new reed a little at a time. Yeah, that's that. And let me get there in a second. Let me just figure this out first. Okay. So this one's supposed to be, I think this one's a little more bright. That one's kind of dark, actually. Actually, that one looks broken, so I don't even know why I still have it. We take broken reeds and we throw them away, okay? We don't take broken reeds, okay? I think this is the bright one. I think this is my bright one, but I don't know at this point. I always keep like 3 reeds on me, just in case one breaks. But I always have one good one and 2 mid ones. These are the 2 mid ones. I don't even know why I had that broken one in that case. You're not supposed to do that, so don't do that. Because why would you accidentally grab the wrong one and then you get up there and perform and it sounds really awful. So yeah, don't do that. Yeah, here we go. This is the bright one. Yeah, this is a much brighter reed. So this is what happens when you leave the reed on for about an hour on the clarinet, like after playing for like 30 minutes, you leave it on and then you walk away. You know, I just hit 41 subs. 41 subs, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's good to see you back on the live. You can hear that there's not a lot of air coming out of this one, like the last one. You know, it's a good day when your reed goes on a straight and that first scale is crisp. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that's the bright one. That's what happens when you leave it on. It sounds fine. It doesn't get a lot of that depth. It doesn't get a lot of the depth of the other one. As one that you do correctly, but it's still fine. You are so chill. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, it doesn't get a lot of the depth of the other ones, but like this one. Like you can, I don't know if you can hear through the live, but I can definitely hear on this side that this one it's the same ease of playing, but it's so much more crisp. And that's what happens when you take the reed out and you suck on it just a teensy tiny bit. Like not even a lot, like not a lot at all whatsoever. Just a teensy tiny bit, and you put it on your, like I was always told like soak your reed, soak your reed, soak your reed. That's garbage advice. Don't soak your reed that much. Just a teensy tiny bit, very tiny. Put it on your instrument, play for 30 minutes, and you'll be fine. Don't leave it on your reed. Don't leave on your instrument. If you want your reed to last, don't leave it on your instrument. What I do is I take it off that I do. I take my reed off. I get my cleaner or my pants or whatever. I wipe it off like this on my pants or whatever I have, and then I put it immediately to get all because I don't want to put it in there with a whole lot of moisture on it. So I really make sure that it's off and clean and nice and not too wet. It goes right back in the case. Until the next time. Rhapsody in Blue, when I feel like everything I know is wrong. Yeah, don't get your reeds super soaked. That is how you're going to make it dark and airy and all that good stuff. Don't do that. If you want that bright sound, which on it I would recommend don't on my instrument that yes, don't leave it unless you want a really bright sound. And it takes away from the depth and beauty of the instrument if you do that. It's okay. And honestly, that's better than having the darker one, because the darker one has a lot of air if you don't know how to control it. So it's better, if you have to, you have to. Like when I was at the convention, between song packages, there would be not 30 minutes, it'd be maybe 15 minutes. I would take it off, I would wipe it off, and I'd put it down. And when we're about to go up again, we're going up 2 minutes, I'd take it out, I'd lick it real fast, get it on, and put it back on my instrument, and here we're ready to go. Someone said Rhapsody in Blue. I will attempt Rhapsody in Blue. It's been a minute since I've tried Rhapsody in Blue, but... Sorry, that wasn't the best, but that was my rendition of Rhapsody in Blue. I love the glitch. But anyways, thoughts on synthetic reeds? Oh, that's a great question. Synthetic reeds, in my opinion, synthetic reeds can be absolutely wonderful and life-saving, money-saving, great option, but only if you play your instrument once every day. Once every month. That was great, Tone. Do you have any tips for hitting that high D? This one? You mean that high D? So, tips for hitting the high D. Oh, I'm gonna be super honest with you. I didn't know how to play that high D for the longest time. In fact, I had a solo, and it was required that I hit the high D in the song. It was a really long Wait, I think it was that was the end of the song, supposed to be this grand finale. I don't know how to do. And then I did some scale or something. Something like that. Well, I tried so hard to hit that high D over and over and over and over, and nobody I didn't have a piano. I didn't have a teacher who could tell me, and so I'm doing everything I possibly could to hit the high D, and I realized something super. You go online and you know what people tell you, oh, your instrument, blah blah blah, your instrument this, your instrument that. It's not the instrument, it's you. You need to practice, get back to the drawing board. Oh, look, I can do this on a $1,000 clarinet. I can do this on a $2,000 clarinet. I can do this on a $50 clarinet. It's not the clarinet, it's you. All this garbage. It 102% has to do with your instrument. If you are playing on a plastic clarinet, you can play that D depending on the instrument. If you have a a good, if you have a good or bad ligature, depending on how the instrument combination, you can possibly play. Like for me, my most expensive clarinet, which was about $4,000 of brand new off the shelf, could not hit the high D as well as my plastic Cleveland clarinet. And I was so shocked because I hate the tone of the plastic Cleveland, but it could hit that high D so much better than my Buffett Crampon. And the reason being was how it was constructed and how it's made. The instruments today are the way the way, I don't know how to say this. It basically you can manipulate it. You can manipulate it on a nicer clarinet, or you can have it come. Because for me, I practice. Okay, let me start on. I practice like 4 hours, like literally just like 4 hours on just trying to hit that like. Like I was doing that for like 4 hours straight, just trying to get it out on my wooden clarinet, and it was not working. It was not working. And then I switch over to my plastic clarinet, and lo and behold, it comes out perfect. I was like, I'm hitting the right fingering, I'm doing everything right, but the instrument itself, like I could play the high D, but I had to like super like change the way my throat was, and like I had to like stand up really tall and like push it out, like whereas when I played my plastic one, it came out like instantly. And I was like, what in the world? The difference equipment is crucial, is basically what I'm saying. What I'm saying is your instrument 100% has to do with how well you're going to be able to play. People tell you it's just you, it's not the instrument. That's 100% a lie. It is 100% you and 100% your instrument. I would never be able to play some of the stuff I played if I'm still playing on my plastic clarinet. I can do basically, I guess the best way I can say it, if I were to sum up what I'm saying, so you can really understand. If I were to sum it up, I would say that the capacity of your skill level is like locked at a certain level when you play with faulty equipment, whereas it is so much higher when your equipment is so much better. Not necessarily better price range, but better as far as time. If you have an instrument that is working and functional, then your capacity of becoming a better musician is so much higher, because you can use something that can actually let you and allow you to not waste time doing needless techniques to manipulate notes if your instrument worked properly. Whereas if it doesn't work properly, you're capping yourself and you're locking yourself from possibly being even better than you are. So in my opinion, find an instrument and a clarinet that actually works properly or has the functions you need, and learn how to play properly and right on that clarinet. And then when you switch back, you realize that manipulating becomes easier because you know how to actually play it. That didn't come out very clear. I'm not an orator, so I don't think that was as clear as it could have been. But basically, find an instrument that works properly and use that. And when you can play consistently on that one, then switch off to a better one that may not be as functional but is better, because you'll find that the stuff you learn with the better one, you can transfer over. It's super weird. It's all science and brain and all that good stuff. I don't know how to explain it properly, so I apologize. But I hope if you couldn't, what about your clarinet wasn't working properly to be able to hit that D? I just took off my clarinet to attack, and those high notes are easier to hit, but not quite as easy as I like. Yes, I was in your exact same position. I took it to the mechanic. What is this, a car? I took this to the technician, and he himself could not hit the high D. And he was like, your instrument is perfectly fine. this is a $4,000 instrument. He's like, your instrument's perfectly fine. I don't know what the problem is. And he himself couldn't do it. He literally couldn't play the high D. And so I was like, I was at a loss. And I had competitions coming up, and I had to hit that high D in the song. And so I was like, I didn't know what to do. So what I had to do was I literally had to look through all my clarinets and find one that worked better and was easier, and learn how to play that high D on that one. After a couple of years of doing that, when I switched back to the wooden clarinet, this one, I can hit the high D so much better now because I know what it sounds like. I know how to play it. My mouth is adjusted. It still it still doesn't come out sometimes, and I'm really upset about that, because it should be easier, as expensive as this was, but I can hit it with so much more consistency because of using the other one that worked a little more proper. So I don't know if that answers your question. What about your clarinet wasn't working properly? It was able to hit the D. I just took the clarinet to D. Yeah, I did the same thing, and he was like, there's nothing wrong with it. And it still was difficult. Mouthpiece also matters, 100%, I would say. Mouthpiece and ligature. Mouthpiece, ligature, reed, and barrel, actually. These three things up here are very crucial to being able to play high notes, low notes. In my opinion, the best thing that's going to help you hit those high notes, though, are these two things right here: your mouthpiece and your reed. If your mouthpiece is some generic brand, then hitting that high note is going to be so hard. I would show you. I don't have my other clarinet here, but if I had my other clarinet here, I would show you how I struggle hitting that high D, or how it wouldn't even be possible. And then I'll switch back to this one, and then it would come out so easy. I don't have my clarinets because they're in Tennessee right now, but and I'm in Indiana. But this matters 100%. So for me, I got the Van Doren B40. Sorry, it's reversed, so I apologize. But the Van Doren B40, it's a little expensive. It's like $130, so it's a little pricey. But if it works, it works. And the tone and stuff like that, it's a beautiful mouthpiece. It really is. The ligature doesn't matter as much, but it kind of does. If you want more flexibility and not squeaking, the ligature really helps. And then the reeds are also really crucial. For me, I would switch to Van Doren. Van Dorens are beautiful, and they're nice, and they're a little bit harder, but they're going to allow you to do so much better stuff. So I don't know. You didn't ask for all that technique necessarily, so I apologize that I go off rambling. I like to talk a lot, and I like to yap. Chelsea knows that. But anyways, wait, do you have a piano? I do have a piano. It's upstairs. It's not mine. It's my grandma's. I'm at my grandma's house right now. I'm going to go home in like a week. But right now I'm just visiting for the week. So, but I do have a piano. I do play occasionally. But did you install Omiki? It's bonkers. What? What are you talking about, bro? I didn't even think they made wooden clarinets anymore. Oh, clarinets are like, they just came out with a wooden clarinet like a couple of years ago, and it was something boxwood. Something boxwood. I wish I remembered what it was called. It's like a $25,000 clarinet, and it's like really, it's beautiful. I'll never ever be able to get my hands on one, but I can dream. But anyways, I'm not even good enough to have one, honestly. But it would be really cool to have. But yeah. So anyways, you didn't ask for all that. I apologize. But hey, if I can help somebody, I would like to. But I gotta pick up my reed. It's on the floor over there. I threw it because it was broken. But anyways, let's get on with the show. Let's see. Do we have anything good to play? Anything good to play? Yes, honestly, if you can switch to a wooden clarinet, I would. By the way, the sound is just so much better. So much better. I mean, it's not required. You don't have to. But da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. What is a small rubber end piece in the mouthpiece that some people add? What is the small rubber end piece in the mouthpiece? What is the small rubber piece in the mouthpiece that some people add? Where exactly at? What is the small rubber piece on the mouthpiece that some people add? Oh, you mean like right here? Is this what you're talking about? If you're talking about right here, like a small little rubber piece right here. If you're talking about this, then that is for their teeth, because some people's teeth right here, some people's teeth get, when you play the clarinet, it vibrates, when you blow through the clarinet, it vibrates the reed, and that's what causes sound to come through the instrument. Like, it's basically like if you see people with those little leaves, how they blow through the little leaf and then it like makes this like little high-pitched sound. That's essentially what's happening. The mouthpiece, when you blow air, it goes through that little tiny hole there. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, I apologize. There's a little hole at the top, and it goes through there, and it vibrates this up and down really, really fast. Well, the vibration also causes the instrument to vibrate a little bit, and it'll rub on your teeth like this. Obviously, that's dramatic. It's really, really tiny. But like that. And so what it'll do is it'll hurt. Sometimes it'll hurt people's teeth, or like grind into their teeth if they have weaker teeth, or if they just, it can be really annoying. When you first play, it's really obvious, but your body kind of gets used to it, so you don't feel it anymore. In fact, your little bottom lip tickles a lot when you first try to play the clarinet. Sometimes I forget when I'm teaching my students. They'll put it in their mouth and then they'll be like, it tickles. And I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. But anyways, so basically the rubber pad is there to prevent their teeth from grinding on the mouthpiece all day. I've had some with the little rubber piece on. I find that you're only 4 months in. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm sure you felt the little tingle when you first start playing. I forget that it's there because I don't feel it anymore, and you won't feel it anymore either. But I forget that it's there until someone new starts playing. But anyways, basically what it does is it prevents their teeth from grinding into the mouthpiece, because like sometimes the vibrations will also leave teeth marks if it's a weaker one. So the vibrations will just like eat into the instrument. So anyways, I didn't mean to talk so long, but Daniel H2O Dolphin, what is this? Okay, anyways, hola, well, hello there. But anyways, yeah, so it's basically just there to make them a little more comfortable. It kind of does, in my opinion, it does change the way it sounds a little bit. You can kind of hear a different, I feel like it's a little higher. So I was oh, nice, that's so funny. I was wondering, I was like, I saw the name Daniel, I was like, what? But I didn't think it was the same person. But that is hilarious. Abby Ambion said hi. Hi, Abby. Welcome to the live stream. I'm mostly yapping at this point. I tend to do that sometimes. Sometimes when I'm just like supposed to be practicing, I decide not to and just to yap. So I apologize, guys. I can be like that sometimes. But it's good information. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad some people found it helpful. This was supposed to be a 3-hour room, and we are 1 hour and 50 minutes in, which means we're halfway. Can we go all the way? I don't think so, but we can try. But I better start actually practicing here in a minute, because otherwise people will think I'm just here for the subs, which I am. But if your mouthpiece gets those teeth marks, can it affect your sound at all? Yes and no. If you're this is gonna sound cruel. This is gonna sound really cruel. I'm not trying to be cruel. But if your mouthpiece has those mouth bite marks, then that means it was a trash mouthpiece and you need to get a new one. Because they should be there. It's really hard rubber, and you shouldn't get those. You should get those after like 20 years of playing. Like, honestly, not that extreme, but you shouldn't get those little mouthpiece marks into your instrument. They'll be there a little bit, but it shouldn't be dramatic like this. I've been playing this for a while, and you can only see like a tiny little bit. I've been playing this for several months now. And it's just like barely there, barely scratched, because it's a nicer mouthpiece. So if your mouthpiece is starting to like bend and bite like that, then either you're biting really hard, which is not good, or you need to get a new mouthpiece. And I know you say you need to get a new mouthpiece. If your mouthpiece gets, yeah, but yes, it does kind of affect a little bit because it changes the way your mouth position is, if it's a little dramatic. So I see that you're playing. Please continue. I won't intrude or in between. Oh, you're totally fine. At this point, I'm just like yapping, so I apologize, guys. Ruffle. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Sometimes I try to pronounce people's names and then I feel kind of dumb because I can't get it out. So I apologize. All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Hi, I play violin, and you are doing this, I think, is a sign I need to go practice. That's fair. What's your favorite song to play? That is a great question. I don't know, actually. I don't know what my favorite song to play is. I love to play hymns. But I don't know if I have a favorite song. That's actually wild. There's some songs that I like to play, but like none of them are like my all-time favorites. I honestly, I'll answer with this. Honestly, my favorite time, the things I love to do the most is when I'm playing with a pianist. I love playing with a pianist. I don't even care what we're playing, but if I'm playing with a pianist, it's just so awesome. I love playing with a pianist. What do you think carries more melancholy? Cello, violin, or piano? Definitely cello. I love cello, honestly. So I'm a little biased, but I would say cello. I love cello. Do you know how to play Dezon? I do not. I apologize. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that is. That's so real. I've never really known what exactly. I don't really know what I like, but I do love playing with the piano. So if like I'm playing with it doesn't even have to be a piano. If I'm playing with another instrumentalist, I love it. I love playing. Like my brother, he plays awesome. He plays a flute. He plays amazing flute. And I love playing with him because he's so good. And I'm kind of mid, but I love playing with him. I love cello as well. I know cello is just like, cello might be my favorite instrument. It's just so awesome. Okay, in my defense, I've had the same mouthpiece as long as I've played, and it wasn't brand new when I got it. Oh, that's actually kind of wild. That's actually really wild. You have to get a Van Doren mouthpiece, Chelsea. Chelsea, you need to get the Van Doren V5. Van Doren V5 Lyre. 5V? Hold up, let me search that up because I'm tripping. I don't know. Is it VR? Is it VR? RV? Oh my goodness. I think it's RV Lyre. Okay, hold up. Van Doren 5 RV Lyre. 5 RV Lyre. Yes, 5 RV. You need to get the 5 RV Lyre. It's $130. It is going to transform. You won't need another mouthpiece for another like 2 years. If you get that one. So, yeah, cello is the best. My sister plays cello. I have a cello. Guys, I have a cello. I don't know how to play it because I'm too lazy to actually learn it. But eventually, on these lives, I'll start pulling it out and start doing scales and stuff because I need to learn. I love cello. Cello is gorgeous. I love it. It's so awesome. Yeah, I get that, but I'll stop talking so you can practice. But it was great talking to you. I don't know if I'll actually ever get back to practicing, honestly, because I don't even know if I want to anymore. Thought you just said you have a B40. I do have a B40. You can get the B40 if you want, but RV Lyre. Why don't you learn? Why don't you learn? The 5 RV Lyre would be good for you. But honestly, I mean, you could switch to the B40 if you want. It's good. Wait, why don't you learn? Learn what? What did I miss? Learn. don't you learn? I'm sorry, I missed the context on that one. Type the context real fast. Playing in the middle of the forest with daisies, waterfalls, rain sounds, with live streams, manifesting. I'm sorry. Nice. I've actually played, I think the most closest I got to that was I played in the rain one time. I played in the rain. It didn't sound that good because the quality outside transforms how you play, which is why people record in studios, because it sounds better. But I played outside on one, I think on my channel somewhere. But it didn't sound as good, but it is really cool. I like the idea. I definitely need to record it inside and then play it outside and overlay the audio, which is what they do, because then it would sound really cool. You really should. You really should. What? I forgot. Man, this is trippy to hear. I'm sorry, Kyle. Kyle's just a legend, and I'm probably letting him down. Oh, why don't you learn cello? Yes, I need to learn cello. I have it. I will eventually. It's at the house. It's in Tennessee. It is in Tennessee. So I will learn it eventually. But I'm mostly playing hymns at the moment. I'm working on a lot of embouchure and sound control. Yeah, I do a lot of hymns. I love playing hymns. But I'm also learning Mozart clarinet concertos. There was one Mozart clarinet concerto I knew. Honestly, I love playing classics. They're just so hard. Classical pieces on the clarinet are just impossible. They're just so hard. And I don't really like to play them, but I love playing hymns on the clarinet. Love playing. We played for my church. I played in the orchestra. Although I don't know if I'm going to be playing much in the orchestra anymore because I'm changing churches because I'm moving. So I don't know how I feel about that. But and pieces for my books. Wait. New mouthpiece after 2 years? That's so short. Well, the thing is, when you switch to the 5RV lyre, that is a stepping stone to get you to the B40, because we want you on the B40. We don't want you on the 5RV lyre. The 5RV lyre is great, but it'll be 2 years at the max before you're going to want to switch to the B40, because the B40 is just so much better. But switching from what you have to a B40 right now may not be as good. It's kind of like switching from a 1 to a 5 reed. Maybe you should maybe you could try to transition, maybe do like a 3 before going to the 5. But anyways, oh yeah, absolutely, you're right. That's awesome. Wish me good luck on learning cello. I was asking God for a sign. It's beautiful that I stumbled here. Yes, definitely learn cello, because cello is a gorgeous instrument and it's beautiful. Definitely play cello. And then when you play cello, send me a clip, because I need to see that. I love cello. I play at church in the band. Yes, I play in the church orchestra, and it's awesome. What? What are we doing? Okay, anyways. The sound is louder through YouTube. Cleaner and clearer and louder through YouTube. Whoa. German? Well, only half. But still goofy to have you playing twice in my ears. Oh, that's fair. I totally forgot about that. That's so fair. I totally forgot about that. I can't handle the timing of this. Oh, that's wild. I totally forgot about that. Probably not. You can get out too. But anyways, let's see. Okay, I want to learn cello. Micah, okay, and for anyone who doesn't know, Micah literally is a legend at cello. He's literally a legend at cello. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, thank you for being kind, subbed. I appreciate the sub. You'll definitely see some good stuff coming out in the future. Maybe, if I can stop being lazy. We just did our competition, so I'll be posting our competition pieces. Not mine, because I graduated. But my siblings' competition pieces here in the future. So anyways, but yeah, I appreciate it. And yeah, definitely learn cello. We'll learn together. I'll get my cello out when I get back home. That'll be like a week. And then I'll start learning, maybe start posting like me doing scales and stuff like that. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But anyways, I forgot I have the tonic going right now. We're at 2 hours, guys. We have 1 hour to go. Let's do this. We have 1 hour. What? Was that a little Jurassic Park experience? Wait, did I hum Jurassic Park right now? Did I actually do that? Because I'm a little ecstatic right now. I may have been humming Jurassic Park. I don't know. It's a good chance I was, though. Yeah, but anyways. Let's do this little expert right here. Okay, can we speed that up a little bit? Maybe. We can try. Woo, goodness gracious. Well, yes, let's learn together. I'll see you soon. Please take care. Peace and love. Yes, Abby and Beyond, thanks for stopping by on the live. I really appreciate it. And yes, we'll see some cello videos in the future, hopefully. Cello lives of me just sounding absolutely awful because I'm not going to be good. But hey, in 2 years, maybe I'll be okay. I play trumpet. Trumpet. Oh, I love trumpet. I love trumpet when it sounds good. I love the sound that trumpet can make. But honestly, I'm a little teensy bit picky. Just Abby will be fine. So no Abby and Beyond. I'll keep that in mind. Anyways, phew. I love doing that little excerpt thingy right there. That's really fun to do. You like your brother's trumpet? My brother's trumpet is it's kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, thanks. Bye. All right, Abby. We'll see you later. See you later on any other lives. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Micah, Abel's trumpet's okay. It's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not bad. It's not bad. Hey, now, be nice. That's fair. Hey, if he can be mean to me, I can be mean to him. He's my brother, so. But no, he does a good job. I'm actually really proud of him. He got second place at ISC this year. He got second place, so I'm gonna tell him that you said that. That's fair. You should. He'll probably be like, yeah, he's right, because that's just how Abel is. But he actually got second place, so we're proud of him at ISC. So that's actually really good. I mean, 1,800 people are there, so to get second place is obviously pretty good, at least in my opinion. Go. But anyways, what was there was something I was gonna do. Oh yes, I was gonna do Carnival of Venice. I can't do Carnival of Venice, guys, but we can try and we can pretend like we can. So we're gonna pretend like we can. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. I just burped. I apologize. How rude of me. Nice to see you on Tonic. Thanks. Let's see. It's really hard to. This is gonna be. I only saw your virtual tonic symphony just server. Yes. There's a little more to me. There is always. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. It's on sus. But anyways, let's see. Let's pretend like we can do Carnival of Venice for a second. So, it's the trumpet version, so it's really hard. But we can pretend. my goodness. Okay, obviously that's trumpet version, so it's like not the clarinet version, so you're not really supposed to play that. I mean, you can later play the part because both clarinet and trumpet are the same. It's really hard because technically with the trumpet you're playing with only a couple valves because of the way the fifths are and stuff like that. Are you a beginner? Absolutely, I'm a beginner with that kind of a performance. But it's thankfully we're in the same key, so it makes it a little bit easier. But doing that little like is really hard. Hold your open G. Oh, guys, have you ever heard of circular breathing? Circular breathing is a really cool technique where you continue to play even though you take a breath. So it allows you to play longer. So it's really hard, and I don't know how to do it that well, but I could pretend. So let's see. So if I were just to hold on if I were to try to keep playing as long as I could doing a scale, we'll see how long it takes. Ready? So that was one breath. That was just one breath. So let's try it again, but let me try to implement circular breathing. Also, I'm not sure if you are, but you are puffing your cheeks. Also play your C major scale. Puffing my cheeks. Okay, anyways. If he's beginner, then I've never tested it before. That's it. So are you breathing through your... Okay, so that wasn't circular breathing. That was just one long breath. Now I'm going to try circular breathing. Okay, whew. So the circular breathing is easy and hard. It's easy if you're moving notes. It's harder when you're stationary. Also, do you know that notes know what notes you're playing? You've just been spamming your notes and not working on any technique. Listen, I've been on this live for an hour and a half, and I've been playing for... I was already an hour and a half, so that's 3 hours now. So you could say whatever you want. I honestly don't care. At this point, I'm just playing around and messing around because I'm just sick and tired of practicing. So anyways, sorry, breathe. So yeah, what I do is when I'm breathing through, when I'm circular breathing, is I'm holding, I puff out my cheeks, which is why you saw me with puffed cheeks earlier. But I puff out my cheeks and I blow with my cheeks. I squeeze my cheeks in to blow the air. So like basically. And I switch the airflow from my mouth to my nose to allow air to come in. And then I use the puffed cheeks to blow in while I'm sucking in with my nose. And then I open up my valve again and I let the air that I just got come back up through to my mouth. So it's really fast because obviously to do that really slow would be much too long time and you would run out of air. But there's a couple ways to practice. There's a couple ways to practice. What I do is I practice by getting a cup of water, a straw, and what I do is I squeeze the straw. I squeeze the straw like to make it hard to blow through. And then first what I do is if I puff my cheeks out like this. Also, I was asking if you knew the notes you were playing. That sound good. You sound good. What I do is I puff out my cheeks like this, and then I push in like this to get the idea. So I get the idea of what I'm actually going to be doing. Then I take the straw. And then I put it in my mouth and I squeeze it a little bit to make the air resistant, pushing the air down resistant. And practice like just my cheeks, not so like kind of like lock the little thing in your mouth so you're not bringing up air, and just the air that's in your mouth. Then you practice on doing it at the same time, sucking in air through your nose and blowing out. So like you would do that. And so you would do that, and then you would practice the hardest part for me was learning how to switch back to blowing. So like I can suck in and blow easily, but learning how to switch back to the blowing is so hard. One way to make it easier though is to make a small articulation. So like when you're like which basically means like put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and like make like a T sound, like a t. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna open up your throat to allow air to come through. It's just like a natural thing that your brain does. So it's going to help you consciously open up and bring air back again. So it's really cool. If you can learn it, it's really cool and allows you to play longer pieces. I had to do it we were playing Lord Jesus one time, and it was a cool arranged hymn, and I was running out of breath, and it was during like the performance, and I'm like, oh great. And so then because I knew how, I just like quickly and I got a little bit more air so I could finish the phrase out before finally taking a breath again. So it can come in handy. It's not super practical unless you, it's not super practical in most cases, but it's a really fun trick and it's really cool. And it allows you to show off a little bit. Not me, because I'm not good enough at it, but for people who can do it well, it allows you to kind of show a little bit. It's really easy for low notes. But for higher notes, it's kind of hard. And getting the sound to stay consistent is a little tricky. But it is what it is. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's not necessary, and I don't think you should like strive to make a career out of it. But if you do learn it, it can come super handy in like orchestra situations where you're playing a really long passage, and you are running out of air, and you just so happen to know circular breathing. It may help, because honestly your tone doesn't really matter at that point. You're in an orchestra. That one little tiny spot where it's just a little tiny flat, no one's going to notice. Not that you want to do that, but it gets a little bit handy, yeah. But anyways, I don't know why I brought that up. Let's see, let's go back to this. Also, I have another question. Fire away. At this point, I'm just talking, so I totally don't mind any questions. I'm just here for the ride. Oh, wait, hold up. I just realized Ronald Martin is in my chat, guys. This is wild. Hey Ronald, I apologize. I wasn't looking at the chat. Listening through Tonic without being able to see YouTube chat is confusing. I apologize, Kyle. What's up, cool dude? No worries at all. Hey, Ronald, I just want to say, like, I am so happy to be back on Tonic. Like, it's so wild. Like, I'm just so happy. I was already on, like, I've been mostly listening to people the last couple of days. This is the first time that I've actually done a studio. Saying happy here. I really appreciate that. This is the first time I've actually done a studio in the last couple of days, so I'm really excited to be back. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'm here for a lot longer. No, I'm just kidding. That's the plan. But anyways, we'll see. Maybe we'll do some cello lives and let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe pick up a new instrument. I did get an oboe. So let's go. Also, I have another question. Yeah, Daniel, if you want to ask your question, I could totally. Well, I don't know. I probably won't have an answer, but I could pretend like I do. All right. Let's see. Let's go practice this again. Okay. Wave. Just a guy named Renzo. Nice. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining the live. So my teacher is always saying that when I play forte, I shouldn't push more air, but only raise the pressure. How do you do that? Whoa, that is a deep question. It sounds like your teacher really knows how to play clarinet. So let's see. So there was this illustration that I use, that I heard from my teacher, and it is super, it's not confusing. It provokes thought. So, change your mouth position to be lighter in the piece, whatever. Okay, how about, let's see, let's go ahead and do this. All right. Sorry, he was just getting a little annoying. Okay. In my opinion, there's a couple different things you can do. But for the sake of illustration, so my teacher always taught me that, she said, if you have a baseball, she said, you can throw the baseball hard, or you could throw the baseball fast. And I was like, huh? And basically what she was saying was, you can put a lot of force into how you throw the ball, or you could use the proper technique in how you actually wind up and release and all that stuff to actually throw the ball. That'll make it quicker. And sometimes just using the right techniques and stuff like that, and angles and how you release and all that stuff, can be quicker than using all of your force trying to just get it out as hard as you can. So it's this really weird, I'm not exactly sure, but there is, when you do play clarinet, a lot of the times you're putting your mouth and you're kind of squeezing on the reed. If you are to put more air through and relax a little bit on your lower lip, then it'll allow more air to go through the instrument, and it'll potentially most likely make it louder. That's not always true, because sometimes when you're playing those high notes, it requires more air anyways, or requires less air. So it's depends on what notes you're hitting. But here's a good illustration. I do like, now I'm squeezing very tight, and I'm allowing minimal air to go through so I can play softer. Or I could not play so tight and allow more air to go through. I didn't necessarily speed up my airflow. I just relaxed my lower lip and let more air go through the instrument. I'm playing the same amount of air. I'm throwing the same amount of air, but I'm not forcing it. I'm just allowing more air to go through at the same time. So to kind of put into contrast, now obviously it is a little bit flat, when you do that, because how your mouth, how hard it is on the reed does matter a whole lot. But in my opinion, she's got a good point, and I understand what she's trying to teach. But in order to get louder, you're always going to have to put more air into your instrument. So I understand what she's saying, and it makes a lot of sense, and she's probably just trying to teach you. But in actuality, you are going to have to blow a little bit harder to get out a little bit more air. So and again, I get what she's trying to say, and she's trying to teach you technique to help improve you. So it makes a lot of sense. But in actuality, if you were to only release pressure, you would go flat, and you wouldn't get too much more air volume. But I understand. She's right in a way. But yeah. Oh, oops, sorry. I say she because my teacher was a guy. I mean, my teacher was a female, so I'm totally sorry about that. I was just assuming based off of my own past experience. But yeah, but he's right. But in actuality, they are going to be blowing a little bit harder, even though he says, that. And it's not like he's lying or anything. He's trying to teach technique, basically. So he's right. He's totally right. But in actuality, you are going to be blowing a little bit harder. So hope that answers your question. So, but anyways, let's see. What was I doing? I was practicing something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, yes. Definitely, I've been trying to get my head around it. Thank you so much. Yeah, basically, you are going to be blowing more air, but I get the idea, and it makes a lot of sense. So, you are going to be relaxing a little bit on your mouthpiece, but for the most part, I guess what he's saying is try not to be pushing so hard. Only inside your stomach as well. That brings a good point. Inside your stomach, squeeze a little bit harder in your stomach and not your mouth, so it's a little less visible. So like what I mean by that is like I could blow like, or I could blow from my from my stomach. So like what I like to pretend is like someone's gonna punch you and you know it and you see it coming, like someone's gonna hit you, probably your like little brother, at least for me. And so you tighten up your stomach and you kind of like make that like really tight, like as if someone's gonna hit you, to where it's really tight, and you blow air that way, like almost like you're like and you're trying to get everything out. So like if you tighten up like that, you can blow air faster and it doesn't seem like you're blowing as hard. So or I can blow from here, like, or I can blow from here. So it's all stuff that's really technical, and it is going to really help you improve and be better. I'm not a master by any means. I'm not even close. But it is stuff that is going to help you. It's the small things that are really going to take you far from the average Joes like me, who really don't know what they were doing because they were self-taught. Or I mean, I wasn't self-taught, but I was self-taught for a long time and had to learn how to break some of the habits that I created as someone who's self-taught. So the habits like not tonguing and breathing from my throat and stuff like that, and not from my diaphragm and stomach, things like that. So yeah, but yeah, he's right. Blow from your stomach, basically. Try to squeeze it. Try to get more air through quicker, not harder. It's hard to grasp, but it'll make more sense as you do that. So tighten up your stomach and blow. Anyways. running out of breath. Oh my goodness. Music to my ears. Good job, mate. Loving the tune. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This one's really good. I really like this song for a couple of reasons, but the clarinet part is just, it's just awesome. Oh, sorry, my hands are like dying. I've been practicing that one a little too much. Let's go on to it. Let's go on to a much easier song. Because let me give myself a little bit of break. Let me go to Romanza. Where's Romanza? Let me give myself a break, guys. I'm sorry. Roman. There we go. All right. Let's do this one because this one, I'm a little tired. So let's do this one. No breaks, chop chop. Sounded good though. Thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot for the info. It's really making a difference. I was playing my clarinet right now. Oh, nice. That's funny. Yeah, I love helping people with the information that I was not given simply because I couldn't, because I didn't know. So anybody I can help not make the same mistakes I made and save them years and years of practice, I would love to do that because I know how long it took me to break some of the habits that I had. So yeah, I gotta go now, but I'll be back. Thanks, Daniel. I really appreciate you coming and stopping by. Wait, no circular breathing? Fry bread Ed? No, brother Ed, you missed it. I was circular breathing earlier. But anyways, that's great. Yeah, thanks, Dan, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Pikachu, hey, I've seen you before. You've come on the lives. Before. It's good to see you back, Pikachu. And yes, brother, we were circular breathing. You just missed it because you were late, man. So you got to come on time, man. You got to come on time so you can get the whole show. Okay, where was I? My bad, I have a life. Nice, brother Ed. Unfortunately, I do not have a life, but I'll be getting a life here in a minute. In like, I think, on the 24th, I start my job, so I'll be like you, brother Ed. I'll actually be worth something. Well, technically, I was already working as a music teacher, so don't count that out, man. Don't count that out. Can't count out the music teaching. Let's see, Carnival of Venice. Can we do Carnival of Venice? No. But we can try, guys. We can pretend like we can. We can pretend like we can do Carnival of Venice. Alright, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go over those things. Let's make them a little bit, I say things, let's go over those arpeggios, make them a little cleaner. They're okay, but they're not wonderful. So let's go over them, make them clean. Okay, all right, let's do that again. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do it again. I'm not gonna lie, my thumb is really hurting. If you can see it on the live, it's turning like purple. Not purple, like this ugly pinkish. Yeah, it's turning like purple actually. It is turning purple. And my thumb is really starting to hurt, guys. We are at the 2 hours and 34-minute mark. So we have 20 minutes to go, guys. 20 minutes to go. I've been practicing for, what is that? For 5 hours and 10 minutes. 5 hours and 10 minutes today, guys. I've been practicing for 5 hours and 10 minutes today, so. Hi, AC. I just joined. Hey, how you doing? I have a live stream going at the same time, so if I'm not looking at the chat, I apologize, guys. But anyways, Carnival of Venice. Let's get back to it. Do some of those runs again. Clean them up maybe a little bit. Whoa, guys, this looks a little scary. This looks really scary, actually. So we got some really fun stuff going on here. I just realized it was a chromatic scale, guys. I'm an idiot. I thought it was scary, but then I realized it was just a chromatic scale. Rip thumb. I know, the thumb is really hurting right now. Also, I need to plug in my phone because apparently it's at 12%. so it may die. Oh, there we go. Charger for the win. Okay. Ah! My phone just fell. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Sorry. This is a terrible live, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go back. Where was I? Oh, yes, this part. Okay, this part is really cool. It's similar to the that I did earlier, but this one, it's more for clarinet, so it's going to sound a little bit better. But I don't think I can do it because it's really hard. So we could try. Sorry guys, this is really squeaky because I know I'm sight reading and this is all really hard. This is really hard stuff. Phone keeps falling like your cool points. Nice. Thanks, Brother Red. I really appreciate that. Anyways, looks like my old friend Ronald Martin couldn't stand it anymore, so he's gone. He is gone, guys. But that's okay. It happens. It happens. Wait, hold up. Sophie joined? Sophie! Guys, we have 15 minutes. Let's go. 15 minutes of live left. Can we do it? No, my thumb is dying. But hey, we can try. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is some good stuff. Whoa! Why are you guys trying to bail on me like that, bro? Chat, relax. Chat, just sit tight, man. Quit skirming. I know it's you, Brother Ed. You're making the phone fall over, bro. Come on now. Okay, all right. Now that my hand is completely dead, we still have a couple minutes. Yeah, come on, man. It is totally your fault. Oh, wait, hold up. I missed a bunch of chat, guys. Hold up, let me look at the chat. Hey, so you're awake? Yeah, it's 7:57. That's not bad. Just dropped in. I need to practice. That's fair. I gotta go practice. Bye. How are you, Asen? I'm doing all right. My thumb is really killing me right now. And so it hurts. But we have 10 minutes, guys. We have 10 minutes on the chat. 10 minutes. So play a tune, Squidward. Well, yeah, me too. It's been I really miss being on. But hey, I'm back now. Guys, we had 10 minutes. 10 minutes because I'm at 2 hours and 50 minutes. So. Okay, let's see. What's a good 10-minute song? I don't know any, but we could pretend. Let's see. I think I have. What was that one song called? It was called. I do not remember. The Nutcracker Suit. Oh, I used to practice the Nutcracker Suit, but like, I stopped practicing because I'm not playing with the orchestra anymore. Just don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, guys. It's a secret. It's a secret that I quit the orchestra. Brethren, we have met to worship and adore the Lord our God. Oh, I forgot about this. Yes, this is a good one. Okay. Concerto. I think that's all it's literally called. Concerto, clarinet, and B flat. So we'll see what happens. I know, the thumb is really dying right now. Let's do that part again. Guys, my nose is really killing me right now. I don't know if you can hear it. It's disgusting. Oh my goodness, I can't even play anymore. I can't even play anymore, guys. This is disgusting. I tried so hard and I couldn't get through it. Couldn't push. Can you play jazz? Yes, I can play jazz, but I can't play true jazz necessarily. But I can play in the style, in the spirit of jazz. But like. I don't know any songs in jazz. I normally play hymns, and I'll throw in jazz things into my hymns sometimes. But not like, I don't know true jazz necessarily. But I do like playing. I do like adding little hints of jazz into music. I mean, I know Rhapsody in Blue, if you want to, technically, I guess. So. I mean, I guess technically, but I don't know. Besides that, I don't know any. Anyways, well, that'll just about do it for the live stream. Wait, hold up. Oh, then this studio might close anytime. Do you have one for the VTSO, the viola? You what? I wasn't looking at the chat, guys. So at the chat, so I missed the content of everything you just said. So I apologize for pulling it. But anyways, nothing like Selena. I know, right? The mouthpiece is just like probably like, get me out of here. We have 4 minutes, guys. What are we gonna do for the next 4 minutes? Hey, I'm up to suggestions right now. It's not like that. But anyways, that was a little bit of what is that song called? Just a closer walk with the little jazzed up a little bit. Not that great because it was in a kind of a mid key, but correct me if I'm wrong. But is that a clarinet you're playing? Yes, sir. This is a clarinet, and yes, I am playing it. Unfortunately, I know, the clarinet, what a snobby, disgusting instrument. But, yep, that's what I'm doing. COD 4 enjoyer. Hey, Call of Duty 4 wasn't that bad. It was really good, actually. the song, honestly. Bum ba bum. Bum 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 bum. I don't know. I don't remember the rest of the song. But my tonic, I close in like 5 seconds or so. It's at 3 hours. So I think they close after 3 hours or something like that. But it hasn't closed yet, so that's why I haven't shut the live off yet. But who knows? Maybe I'll just end it myself. Anyways, but yes, this is a clarinet. I know I'm trash. You didn't have to say it out loud. I know. I understand. I understand. It's a trash instrument. At least to me. No. Okay, guys. Goodbye. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the live. And my tonic studio just ended, so did I. Goodbye, and I'll see you guys later.